Hey everyone, welcome back to Pixelmator Sammy. Today we're going to talk about one of the most confusing pairs of tools in Pixelmator Pro, clipping mask and layer mask. They look similar in the layers panel. They both hide stuff, but they work in completely different ways. By the end of this video, you will know which one to reach out for. Let's start with the layer mask. If you look at the mask thumbnail, it's represented in black, white, and gray. Black means hidden, white means visible, and gray means semi-transparent, kind of see-through. But here's the thing, you don't actually pick those colors yourself. Instead, we add a layer mask to this layer by clicking this icon and choosing Add a Mask. You go to the mask layer, press B to bring out the brush tool. This will pop out and your cursor changed to a brush. You use the paint tool to hide parts of the layer and the eraser tool to bring them back. You can quickly switching between the two by pressing X. If you want something semi-transparent, just lower the brush opacity in the brush settings. Here's a photo of a person on a busy background. Let's remove the background, but without deleting it. So we add a layer mask to this layer by clicking this icon and choosing Add a Mask. I'll grab the paint tool. Let's press B to bring on the brush tool and paint over the background. It starts to disappear and you'll see the mask thumbnail turn black in that area. But if I press X to switch to the eraser tool and go over it again, it's still there and the thumbnail turns white again. Nothing was ever destroyed. That's the whole point of a layer mask. And take a look at this connecting arm here. Whenever you want to move or adjust this layer, the mask will follow the layer. But if we right-click on the layer mask, go to Unlink Mask, the arm is disconnected. You can move your subject around without moving the mask. You can also create a layer mask with a color adjustment layer or an effect layer if you want it to affect a specific area. Layer mask is super useful for many things, like putting text behind an object, blending a photo, making things look layered, more interactive, and of course more professional. Let me know in the comments what you normally use layer mask for. Now let's talk about the clipping mask. Let me put it in a very simple example for you. Just think it's like a cookie cutter. I've got a text layer that says summer and the beach photo layer sitting right above it. If I just leave it like this, the photo covers the whole screen. You can't even see the text. But if you right-click on the photo layer and choose Create Clipping Mask or use a shortcut by holding Option, your cursor will turn into an arrow pointing down to the layer below. Then click on it. The photo now only shows up inside the letters. Let's try another example. I'll draw a shape. With the Shape tool, just go to this icon here and pick a shape. We want this photo to show only inside a shape, so I'll drag the shape onto the area I want it to appear. And make sure the shape sits below your photo. Hold Option, the arrow appears. Then click on the shape. Now you see the picture only shows up inside the shape. You can see that it's like a window looking out through the shape. And you can drag the shape to adjust which part of the photo you want to show. From here, you can swap in other photos by dragging them onto the clipping mask. Move the picture around or scale it all without destroying anything. You can do the same for this video file like I did in the beginning. Just drag it on top of the clipping mask and you have this cool effect. You can also apply a clipping mask to a color adjustment layer or an effect layer. Let's say I only want to color grade this model in this poster without touching anything else. I'll create a color adjustment layer by going to Insert, Color Adjustments, or pressing Command-Shift-A, then change the color to monochrome. Right now, this adjustment layer is affecting everything below it, but if I add a clipping mask to just the model's layer, it will only apply to her. Just keep in mind, this only works if the subject is already cut out from its background. And here's the rule of thumb I use. If I'm removing a background, blending a photo, or doing retouching, that's a mask layer job. If I'm confining one layer inside another shape, like text, an icon, that's a clipping mask job. And you made it. If this clears things up for you, drop a like, subscribe for more Pixelmator Pro tutorials every week. Let me know in the comments which topics you want me to cover next. Have a look at this video. You may find it helpful. I'm Sammy and I'll see you in the next one.